Right, today we are ranking every single England away shirt. And you know what? I haven't rolled the intro in a while. Roll the intro. I've been able to add a few new things in there, so I wanted to roll it. But anyway, thank you for joining us once again on this JTFC channel. Today we're looking at every single England away shirt. I already did the home shirts, so it just kind of makes sense to do the away shirt, doesn't it? And to be honest, I think England have some insanely good away shirts, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I've of course got the tier list that we're going to be using here, and I've gone with analogy of players going to a tournament for this one. So you've got at the top, you've got starting 11, so they're starting, they're the best kits going. Super sub, they're not quite in the starting 11, but they get next on a team sheet. In the middle, you've got bench warmer, because obviously, you know, you warm in the bench, you're meh. Third choice keeper, you're never getting a look in. You're just never getting a look in. And at the bottom, I've got O Beach for those players that aren't even there. They're at O Beach, they're in IB fair because they didn't deserve to be on the plane. I think that makes sense, but let's jump into the ranking, shall we? I'm starting in 1990. I often do this. I often start in the 90s just because I don't want to have this like be a 50-minute long video. But also, I feel like before then, a lot of the kits were a little bit same. There's a few nice ones in there, but mostly they're just red shirts. So we're jumping straight in with 1990. And this shirt is just class, isn't it? 1990 was a great year for England. The home shirt was amazing. This one follows the similar theme of geometric base patterns, beautiful polo collar, that lovely umbro taping on the side. This is just perfection, isn't it? Come on, you can't go wrong with this. For me, straight into starting 11. I've seen a meme recently as well that's like Jay from the In-Betweeners rocking like this shirt with some nice trainers and whatnot, and it's like back then it looked tacky, but now he was onto something, man. Next up, we got the 1994 home shirt. This away shirt, it's kind of funky and kind of gets overlooked a little bit. I think because England weren't at 1994, these shirts kind of forgotten about, but this is really funky. It is just very England. The England badge is just repeated across the whole base of this shirt in a really mad, funky way. Only a 90s shirt could pull this off. And I think it looks really good. And I think, again, another starting 11, another top tier shirt. It's like we're off to a big, big start here. And speaking of big starts, like 1996 is up next. And what an iconic tournament for England, obviously hosting it in that tournament. Great squad, great memories, obviously come to a sad end. And I think the sad end actually happened in this kit. Southgate missing his penalty, so that probably should take points off, but it just doesn't. This kit just for some reason, you know, drew the test of time. That doesn't make sense, does it? It just withstood the test of time. That's the phrase I'm looking for. For some reason, even though there's such bad memories associated with this kit, it's just stunning. I absolutely love it. The polo collar, the grey blue. I think obviously at the time everyone was like, is it grey, is it blue? You can't go wrong. Central badges as well. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I'm sorry, starting 11 again. It's just a great kit. We're off to a flyer, and we're not slowing down because 1998, again, another shirt. You know, all those England fans that were annoyed with St George's cross on the back of the current shirt, you can't be annoyed with this one because this is just the St George's cross all over the kit, just slapped on it, bang, 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 not changed it. It's the final boss, isn't it, for those kind of people? But that being said, I love this kit. I think it's great. I love the shining material of it. It's really, really nice. The red on red, so the dark red mixed with the lighter red, using that to make the patterns and the stripes. And of course, centralised badges, polo collar. Again, just an unbelievable shirt. Again, I can't believe it. We're throwing another one in starting 11. We're off to the best start, I think. Moving to 2000 now, and I've got to flex a little bit here. I've got to flex just a tiny bit, but I've held one of these shirts that and that doesn't sound that impressive, but I've held one of these shirts that Gerrard wore in a game. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Basically, I recently interviewed Jari Litmanen on Unibet's channel, and I made a behind the scenes video. Go check that out if you haven't. I'm really proud of that video. But basically, we were talking about some of the shirts through his collection that he'd swapped throughout his career, and he played against England for Finland at Anfield, and he played against Gerrard, and they swapped shirts after. So I was holding Gerrard's shirt, from this year, 2000. Pretty cool. So it has nothing to do with this video. I just wanted to flex a little bit. But that being said, this is a cool shirt. It's nice. It's actually quite basic. I think, you know, you talk about the 90s kits with all the patterns, all the design. This kind of stripped everything away from that. And that's not a bad thing. But I think when you compare it to those, you are starting to lose points. So as much as this is, it's an okay kit, it's a decent kit, it can't be up there with the greats. I think it's a bench warmer for now. And I think what I might do is I might reassess this at the end of the video. We'll see how we go. Moving now to 2002. This shirt is pretty cool, I think. I like this one. It's got nice piping in there. I think, you know, the sleeve and the collar actually have this really nice England flag. And it's quite hard to put the England flag into such a small space, but they've really done it really well here. They've executed it perfectly. Also, I love the numbers from this time period. But yeah, just an overall solid kit. This, I can't really fault it. So I think I'd put it in Super Sub. For me, it's not going to be a starting 11. It's not one of the best England away shirts ever, but it's solid. Over to 2004 now. I'm actually wearing this one, and you know what? I didn't used to like this kit. I actually didn't used to like this kit. I don't know why. Even though I have it, I didn't like it. I just thought, I don't know, that early 2000s period, there was something about it that just didn't rub it right with me. But I feel like as I've grown up a little bit more, and maybe it's nostalgia playing into this, but I'm starting to really like this. Like, I put this on today and I thought, oh, this looks pretty cool, because England are playing tonight as I'm filming this. Yeah, and how shit was that game, man? Ooh. And yeah, I think, you know, you got the St George's Cross in the shoulders here. On the base is a really, really faint dotted pattern, which is really faint. You couldn't really tell unless you've got it in person. So yeah, again, it's a standard kit. It's nothing crazy. But I think maybe a few years ago, I would have put this in O Beach, but I'm thinking this is a bench warmer now. This is still a solid England kit, and to be fair, you do see a lot of it out and about. But then we move to 2006. Now, this is actually one of the first tournaments I remember. I think, you know, I was in primary school. I remember at primary school we had like the mini World Cup where we all played football. I used to walk to the shop and get stickers for this tournament. I remember the Ronaldo thing happening. I was in the pub with my family. This is one of the big ones I remember. So nostalgia's playing a part here, but the kit isn't great, is it? The away shirt isn't great. I hate the way the umbros just started drifting off upwards. Like, where you going, bruv? Like, come down while you're up there. And I think it's because they had the numbers there, right? Maybe, I don't know. And then they've got, like, similar to the waist shirt I'm wearing now, they got a pattern on the shoulder, but only one. So then you're starting to look a little bit lopsided. Yeah, this isn't it for me. This is not it. You're going to O Beach. You're off. You're not on the plane. See you in a bit. 2008, on the other hand, again, another Umbro shirt from the 2000s that I might have wrote off a few years ago, but now I think I'm liking this shirt. It's got nice centralised badges. There's this strap across the front that has the Umbro badge, but then just the staff, the World Cup. So instead of having the star above the badge, they've put it in the strap, kind of, you know, creating this triangle, making it, you know, balanced on the front of the kit, and I really like that. I think that's quite cool, and you know, you don't really see that. The only thing that kind of reminds me of, like, is Juve. Sometimes Juve would just have their 2 stars, so that's pretty cool. I know there's some textures in there as well, a few line patterns and that sort of stuff, and yeah, like, again, just a great kit. I can't really fault it. For me, this one is a super sub. Moving into 2010 now, and this era was the tailored by Umbro era, where if you know, you know, right? These shirts were the softest things in the world. I think I had the home shirt when I was a kid. Oh my god, I loved it. It was just so soft. But anyway, we talk about the away shirt here, and this is a pretty standard, bog standard kit. I think you are getting to the time period now of the 2010s where things started becoming just more basic. They brought it a lot back. I think, you know, designs of the 90s and 2000s were up, and then this period the design went down, but kind of performance went up, and that's maybe why they had them really soft. But this shirt, it's difficult, isn't it? I find it hard to judge these kind of shirts because it's not doing anything wrong, but it's not exciting me. So I think for me, I'm going to put that in third choice keeper, or maybe bench warmer. Probably bench warmer because it's not offensive, is it? In 2011, England and Umbro collaborated with iconic British designer Peter Saville to design some of their kits. On the home shirt, they had like this nice St George's Cross pattern. In the away shirt, it was like across the whole base. But for their away shirt that season, they had a nice blacked out kit, but with that pattern in the collar. This is really, really cool. Very unique, much more different to the rest. You know, this is definitely one of those pieces that was a special one-off piece, you know. It wasn't really going to be an insane thing. It was just a kind of special collaboration and celebration of like English design. So having this subtle kind of flag in the collar, and a polo collar as well, this is a win, isn't it? This is really cool. And Peter Saville's work as well, very iconic in Britain. So yeah, this is class. I don't think it's starting 11, but it's definitely super stuff. It's got a lot to it. The 2012 away shirt's a little like the 2011 one, but just the badges are back and the collar doesn't have the same kind of pattern. So again, it starts to look just a little bit boring, unfortunately. So yeah, this is probably a third choice keeper. This really doesn't excite me, and I just don't have much feelings towards it. So yeah. 2013, Nike come into the picture after having Umbro for so many years. Nike have come in And for their first set of kits, actually, they've not done much wrong. They've kept it very, very basic. They were actually in charge of the 150th anniversary, which is kind of, it's a big step for them. And they just went simple, which is fair. I think for their away shirt, just a red polo with the nice golden badge on there as well. And you know what? I can't fault it. It looks really cool. It kind of starts to look a little bit like just a training shirt or just a match polo, with how simple it is, but it works. It does everything it needs to. I'll put that one in Super Sub. The 2014 away shirt is pretty simple as well. It's got a nice St George's cross in the base very faintly, just kind of like in a different two-tone thing. You're gonna have to look close to see that. It's actually interesting. Nike used this again later on, and we'll get to that. But for this one, it's a third choice keeper. It's pretty meh. 2016 was an awful time to be an England fan. It was an awful tournament, and these kits were just awful as well. I don't know if it's bad memories kind of making them worse, but for me, this kind of template, I didn't like it. It's got weird chest panels in there. The two-tone of the red just didn't land for me. Yeah, this is going to O Beach as well. I can't stand this kit. And then we go to 2018, and this is the one that's also similar to the 2014 with the St George's cross on the base. Again, very faint, but this is actually using that 2018 Nike style of kind of like very pinstripey lines, if that makes sense. There's loads of different examples of this used in 2018. I remember it fondly, actually. I remember thinking at that time Nike were doing some serious stuff compared to now. They've gone downhill. But back to this kit. I like it. It is really nice. It's pretty sharp. It's got that St George's cross in there, and also, I hate to do it, but it's got that memory attached to it. It's got a Columbia on pens. One of the best England moments in my career, just beating them on pen. Throughout my whole life, England didn't win on penalties. We just didn't do. That's something we didn't do. So when it goes to penalties, instantly, I thought we wouldn't, and we did. And I remember I was at my mum and dad's house. Me and my dad went absolutely insane. I think we ran out into the street. Oh, it was amazing, and it was in this kit. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it high. I'm putting it in Super Sub because it's got an amazing memory attached to it, but also design-wise, it's pretty cool. Over to 2020 now, and it's the one behind me. I've had this whole video, so clearly I like it because I actually bought it, and I just thought it was really nice and different. I think it had a lot to it. You look at this tier list right now. There's so much red because that's England's away shirt colour, but there is dashes of blue in there. But this went all in on the blue, and I'm okay with that. I think it really works. Obviously, we normally have blue third shirts, but yeah, this is just really cool. There's so many patterns in the base, using the England flag as like a geometric kind of glitched effect. The red accents as well popping through looked really, really nice. The polo collar as well. Come on, listen, if you're new to the channel, get to know that I love polo collars. I absolutely do. So when this came out, it was just refreshing. It was new. I loved it. I had to put that in Super Sub. Come on. Straight away. 2022 away shirt. I feel like this one just came and went, and I forget about it. Maybe because the home shirt was so jarring and you see the home way more. But this was really, really cool. It's got a lot of features from those early 90s shirts, like the polo collar, little bits of taping in there, but they also modernized it as well. So the blue kind of elements in the badge, the blue things in that collar. There's a 3 lions on the back in quite a modern typeface. So this was the perfect mix of retro and modern. To me, they smashed this kit. This is kind of on my list to buy, and I think if you see that one, I clearly like that one. It's got a similar vibe to it. Where am I putting this? I might have to put this high. Is it starting 11? I don't know. Oh, this is difficult. Yeah, I'm going to throw it in starting 11. Why not? I really like this kit, and I think I need to get it. And that brings me to the current away shirt. Now, if you saw my video about the Euros away shirts, you'll know I don't really like this kit. I don't mind the design of it. I don't mind the kind of idea behind the colours, but the actual colour execution is just dull. It's purple, but like no saturation. That's all it is. In my fixing kits video, all I did was turn the brightness up on the saturation, and it made this kit way, way better. But as it is, I'm not a fan. It's third choice keeper. It's not quite O Beach. It's not that bad. Like the design works. It's just the colour. So we'll throw it down there. And now looking at this tier list, I don't think there's any reviews to be had. I think I'm pretty happy with all of the choices here. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you have any of these kits higher or lower? But before I do finish the video, I did just want to quickly check how it compares to the home shirts, because I already did the home shirt video of this. And interestingly, I think we've got a similar-ish amount at the bottom. Actually, like England don't have that many terrible kits, which is actually pretty good. But for the home shirt, there's a way more average than there is higher, whereas in the away shirts you can see they're way more higher up kits, way more starting 11s, 5 in total, whereas there's only 3 of the home shirts. But yeah, so it turns out the away shirts for England are probably on average better, in my opinion anyway. But that's not even getting to the third shirts. Do I dare do a third shirt video? Ooh, you'll have to let me know. If you want to see it, make sure you're liking and subscribing, because I could do it. I might just do it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I've been loving this channel. The love on this channel has been great. We're making some really fun content about this, and you know, the Euros is on. I'm enjoying that. So yeah, appreciate it massively. If you haven't watched that Yari Lippmann video, please do go watch it. I'm really proud of it. I basically interviewed him, and the video's the behind the scenes. It's me getting to Estonia. It's meeting Yari. He gave me a gift. There's so much in there. It's really fun. So I appreciate if you watch that. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.